Hey, welcome back to Blanchy Talks Watches. Today for review we have the Zelos Swordfish. This is the 40mm version with the absolutely gorgeous teal sunburst dial. So Zelos are extremely popular in the micro brand watch world. They tend to release watches in batches, so they'll do a batch of Swordfish 40mm in a range of colours, and I'd say a good portion of them sell out within minutes, if not hours, of launch. The most popular colours go out, I don't want to say in seconds, but not far off. They absolutely fly out. But are they worth the hype? So we'll find out now what I think of this one. So firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you to a subscriber who sent this to me to keep. I just covered the postage costs, and I'm absolutely thrilled and really taken aback by the offer, to be honest, because I really wanted one of these for a long time. So thank you so much. You know who you are. Wants to stay anonymous, but yeah, look, I really do appreciate it. So I've got the unboxing video up if you want to go back and check that, but this comes as an absolutely stunning set with a lovely wooden box and a leather watch roll. Far more premium than any kit I've seen from a watch in this price point, so I was very impressed when that came in. Go back and check out the video and you'll see my reaction, but yeah, it was very good. The warranty card was metal as well. I just thought that was a lovely touch. So for the specs of this watch, so as I said, it's the 40mm version. There's a 42mm version as well. For the thickness, it is just over 12. Lug to lug is, see there now, 45, 46, 45 and a half, 46, and the lug width is 20. There we go. So the case is stainless steel, and this one there was a titanium version also, and a bronze. Actually, the bronze is stunning. Stainless steel bracelet down to the clasp, nice solid clasp, meld. It's a milled clasp, and it's got a really strong connection there. You're not going to have to worry about this popping open on you, but it's not difficult to open either when you need to. Double button release, the milled clasp inside. Absolutely loads of micro adjusts on this as well, which is always great to see. I do have this adjusted quite a ways up. It gives me the freedom to adjust as needed. I really appreciate that in a strap, because I don't know if many other people find this, but you know, as the weather changes and summer temperature up and down in the office, I often just pop a paper clip in and readjust on the micro adjustment. So I do really appreciate any watch that has that. The crystal on this is sapphire, and the movement is an NH35, the Seiko movement, which is a favourite in the micro brand world. But something special about it is, if you look at the date wheel there at the bottom, the 6 o'clock position, the date wheel is colour matched to the dial, and they have got a very good match. It's difficult to see on camera, but you can see the sunburst effect there. It's a very close match to the darker part of the sunburst. So obviously if the sunburst is sitting straight on it, it's more noticeable, but in the darker part it is a very good match. I've seen other brands that don't have as good a match, and it does bother me when it stands out. Look, if it's going to stand out, you might as well make it black or white instead of having it close enough. It either needs to be perfect or miles away. So on that dial, I mentioned sunburst already, but look at it, it's just absolutely stunning. Again, it's going to be much nicer in person than I can show you on the screen, but yeah, I think it's coming up pretty good on the camera. It's just gorgeous. The lume on this then is C3 X1 and BGW9, so there's 2 colour looms on this. The bezel then, 120 click, nice smooth action. It's got very little playback, nice sound to it, not too loud, not too tinny. And the bezel insert is ceramic and it's also lumed, because Zelos know how to do lume right. They absolutely cover the watches in lume, and I'm an absolute lumeaholic, so I really, really appreciate the level of lume they've put onto this. We'll have a look at the lume now. Look at that, absolutely stunning. You can see you've got the lumed bezel insert, the indices, the hands, the minute track. Now this has been sitting in a dark room until it was charged by my ring light for a few minutes, so it is probably brighter in person, I'd say, than it's showing up on the camera. If I give it a quick blast of a UV torch, you'll get a better impression of how absolutely amazing this looks. So very quickly we'll charge it up. You can see there, I'm only going to leave it on for a few seconds. Look at that now. It's so bright, it's the camera's actually struggling to pick it up. And to be honest, when you walk in from the sun, this is what it looks like. So on most of my videos, I quickly go into the lume, quickly go back off, because it doesn't show up very well. It's so bright, it's struggling to capture on the camera. That says it all. It is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you can see, okay, you can't see it there, but like, my other hand is lighting up. It's like having a torch. And I am obsessed with this lume. It is absolutely incredible. Said it in plenty of videos that I love lume, and this is lume. This is the best lume I have ever seen, by a long shot. I have some great lume watches. You know, your Seiko Monster is always one that stands out. I have the Dark Manta Seiko. Mitchell Timepieces Radar actually has very nice lume on it, but this is just on another level. Partly because the sheer amount of it they have on it. I love lume that's more than one colour. This has it, and it is just incredible. We'll do another very quick charge. It just glows for days. Like, look at that. It's just insane. I mean, it's almost silly how bright it is, but it stays as well. There's no point having really bright lume and then it fading away after a few minutes. It's pointless. It's a nice party trick. This will shine not this bright, but more than bright enough to read for the entire night. I have a new baby, and I know I check my watch at all hours of the night, and I can guarantee 100% this will still be bright enough to read when the sun comes up. There's no point during the night that you can't read this watch with how bright it glows. And I do definitely gravitate towards watches with good lume on the nights that I know I'm going to be up. And this is my go-to, because it's just perfect. You're always going to know what time it is, which, you know, is the whole point of a watch. So I'll try not to blind myself now with the light back on. But yeah, if you can't tell, I'm absolutely in love with this watch. This is the current favourite in my collection. I've got some very nice watches in my collection, but this just pips it for me. It's just beautiful. Now I'm going to put it on the wrist. It said it's a 40mm, which I think 42mm is my sweet spot, but I do go up and down as needed. My wrist is 7¼ inches, and it fits very nicely. I really like the profile on it. The case is lovely, interesting shape with the different angles on it. But yeah, I really do like this watch. It's such a robust piece, and I call it kind of a dressy diver. Like, it can look well dressed up or down. I forgot to show you the case back. Actually, the case back has a lovely swordfish on it. That's it there. Very nice bit of engraving. But yeah, look, on the wrist, I love it. It's very comfortable. It sits perfectly. My only negative I have with this watch, the bracelet, while it does have absolutely all the movement you could ever possibly want, it does pull the hair on my arm slightly. Not much, nowhere near Vostok level, but it does do it the odd time. Now, as for is this worth the hype, I think it absolutely is worth the hype. I think the price of this was $350 when it was released. For the specs you're getting, the finishing you're getting, the style, it's an absolute no-brainer. If you're looking to get into micro brands, I think this is a very, very strong contender as a brand and the specific watch. I believe the Teal dial has been gone for a while. There's other ones out there. The second-hand market is pretty strong as well, because they do release a good few of them, and some of the supporters of the brand, I've seen them, they'll buy multiple colours, see which one they like, and then sell on the rest, because they sell out so fast with that hype and that craze around launch day, that people don't want to risk buying the wrong colour and then trying to get the one they like, so they'll just buy multiples and they keep the one they like, which I think it's fascinating, to be honest. But yeah, look, there you have it. It's an absolute positive from me. I think Zelos as a brand, really, really good. They've got some lovely pieces. The bronze version of this as well has a bronze bracelet, which I just think is fascinating. There's very, very few watches with bronze bracelets around. I think it's stainless steel backed, so it won't mark your wrist, but I just thought it was absolutely stunning when I saw it first, and it's definitely on my wish list for the future. I think a 42mm Swordfish would definitely knock this off. It's top of the collection perch, but look, I'm absolutely going to be adding more Zelos to my collection in the future, because they are stunning timepieces and they're great value for what they are. So yeah, look, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.